Harry the Hat, I'll put your name on. Looks like I've got an empty house here, waiting to be demolished. So you know what that means, I'm going to have to go in and have a look around. Hi, so I'm here today at a place called Jumble's Reservoir, which you see there, which is the source of, you know, down there, that water is the Bradshaw Brook. Jumble's Reservoir was built in 1971 and it is now the source of it. Since 1971 it's been the source of the Bradford Brook, but before that it would have just flowed right through here, the Bradford Brook. It was built because of the increase in industry. They needed more water for the people and the local community, and that's so they decided to build Jumble's Reservoir. But today I'm going to the Bradshaw Brook, so I'm starting at the source and I want to see if I can follow it all the way down to the mouth. It goes right the way through Bolton and it ends up at Leverview Park in Great Lever. The reason I chose this is because over the years it's been very heavily modified by industry, so I'm hoping that there's going to be some things to find on the way, some historic items and buildings maybe to see, and maybe some things to explore as well. Hopefully there'll be something exciting, but it's about 10 miles long, so there's plenty of a journey to find stuff. Okay, I'm going to go down here now, go down the dam and get down to the start of the Bradshaw Brook. So I'm at the bottom of the dam now. See a pipe spewing out gallons of water, gallons and gallons. There's a big culvert there, but looks a bit sketchy getting in there. Maybe I'll come and explore that another time, maybe when that pipe's shut off. But yeah, so this is the Bradford Brook. This is where I'm going to go. I'm going to get down to the bank and follow that as far as I can until I have to come up away from it, which at some point I will do, no doubt. I've had to come up away from the Bradshaw Brook just so I can get a clearer path aside of it. There isn't much to go at down there. I've had a few near misses. My feet have ended up in the water more than once, so I'm just going to walk until I find a bit of a clearer path. Okay. You can see this here, all the iron ore coming out. I'm going to look to see if there's a pipe there. If there's a pipe, that could potentially be a runoff from an old mine. There is a pipe, so that potentially could have been drainage from an old mine. You do often find the oxidised water, the water that's picked up the iron ore from the old coal mines. So I don't know the history around here, but as you can see there is a clay pipe at the top there, so it could potentially have been that. There could have been coal mines around here. So I can get back to the bank here. So I don't know how far I'll be able to walk along it, but I can walk along the bank for a while, along the rocks. So let's see if there's anything else. There's another length of pipe over there for drainage, I should have imagined. Yeah, you can see where it's still in the ground to the left of the section that's out. Would have been drainage. There doesn't seem to be any iron ore coming out. So yeah, there's a man there, he's doing a bit of fly fishing. Don't know what I'll be pulling out of here. I don't know what fish reside in here. I'm not a fisherman, so I don't know. I'll ask him. Yeah, so I just spoke to the fisherman and he's fishing for trout. He said he just caught one before I got here, so it was a little bit late. Well, happy days. Cheers for that, mate. See you later, have a good day.
Harry the Hat.
Harry the Hat, I'll put your name on. See you later, mate. So we've just come up to some old gates. Could have potentially led into an old mill, an old factory. There's still some buildings there, but looking at the brickwork on them, they look, well, they're a lot newer than these gates. So I don't know, I don't think it's anything to do with the buildings that are actually there now. But there's a bridge that goes over. The bridge crosses straight over the Bradshaw Brook, as you can see, which is there below us. It looks like it was probably the foundation. Well, it was the foundation for some building once upon a time, but I've no idea what. More potential runoffs from mines. I'm not saying that's what they definitely are, but they could potentially be. Some concrete there, so it looks like there was something here. Yeah, there's a bit of brick there as well. So there was something here, another bit of brick. Once upon a time. Nice and vibrant. There you go. Private fishing, members only. I hope Harry the Hat's a member. He'll get himself in trouble otherwise. Well, the path seems to run out along the bank on this side, so I'm gonna get in the water here and wade through this. It's not deep and it's not slippy, so I'll be alright. I'm going to stay in the middle. There we go, safest houses on the other side now. This is why the path run out on the other side, because it runs into some private gardens by the look of it. There's some rich fucker's house. Yeah, so I can get down this side anyway, and then there's a bridge down there. So the path that I was on would have probably gone around the back of that house and followed it round. But anyway, I want to stay as close to the banks as much as possible. There's a bit of rail there in the ground. That would have carried carts or something. Well, it's not a train rail, it's too narrow for that, but maybe carts or something, maybe mine carts. That's my guess. Mine carts, maybe it was a mine cart track. Okay, so let's carry on. Find this little path up here. See what other remnants of the industrial age we can find. Well, who does wins, I suppose. On we go. Right, seems to be a blockade of fallen trees here, or chopped trees. I'm not going to be able to carry on that way. But it looks like I can use this trunk as a bridge and get over and then get round the back of those trees you can see there. I know you can't see that on the camera, but it does seem like there's a track that I can get round at the back. Let's get across this little tree bridge first anyway. Oop, bit of a wobble. Okay, safely across that. Yeah, I can forge my way through here. Hopefully it doesn't run out. Let's see how we get on. I always pick a difficult past me. Story of my life, it really is. Those white flowers tell me there's wild garlic there. Yeah, there is. Let's get myself a bit to munch. There we go. Oh, that's autumn. If you've never eaten wild garlic, it's very strong. Oh. Extremely potent. Lovely though. Really good. Nice little treat if you're out wild camping or something. Something to have with your burgers or your meat. Really good. Pretty interesting stuff. Where are they? First of all, I found that. This looks like it's been drilled or something. This rock, and I found this one. it looks like it's either got something fossilised in it, or more likely it's had something rubbing up against it for a long time. But yeah, look at them grooves, you can even feel them with your finger. They're certainly not natural. So there's more signs of the industry. I don't think it's a fossil, I think it's more something to do with, like I say, something rubbing against it. Maybe a rope, something like that. Who knows? See what else we can find anyway. There you go, there's some engineering bricks. Looks like an old wall, old part of a building or something over there. I'll zoom in a bit to see if you can see it better. There you can see there was something there on the other side of the river. I don't know what it was. Let's carry on and see if there's any more clues as to what it was. Looks like there's another big patch of wild garlic there. You can see all the white flowers there. If you don't know, that's what you're looking for. Those flowers and those green leaves, that's what you eat. I mean, I wouldn't eat it here because people can get down here to walk the dogs. You're better off finding it in a spot where it's not accessible, and so it's not covered in dog piss. Right, yep, big old patch of it here. This is where you tend to find it, by trees. There's enough light. Normally in a clearing, but here it's not quite a clearing, but there's enough open space around to let the light in. That's what they need. They grow by trees, but they want trees that have got plenty of light by them. Springtime thing, you won't find it in the summer, so we have something here. It's an old overflow. You can see all the engineering brick around it. So there's a couple of pipes running from I don't know where. We'll get the torch in and have a look. I'm not going to crawl in them because, well, they're absolutely minging. Let's have a look in. Spider's webs. Oh, I have plenty of tree roots growing through there. Seems to be a clay pipe, not a brick one. So it's a bit more modern than the Victorian times, I'd say. Oh, yeah, there's certainly a lot of growth in there, a lot of water too. Let's see what's in this one. Not much better nick, a lot of cobwebs. Seems a bit cleaner, but I don't know if I'd actually get in that. This one, I couldn't crawl on my hands and knees, but I could leopard crawl through it. But I'm not going in there. It's like I say, it's absolutely minging. So I'll leave that one. I'll let someone else explore that. I had to come up onto the main road away from the river for a while because it was just no way accessible, but what I've come across, looks like I've got an empty house here waiting to be demolished. So you know what that means, I'm going to have to go in and have a look around. Okay, once I find a way in I'll be back with you. So I found my way in through all the fencing. It's covered in vandal grease. The idiots left a big panel out down there, which is, they always do. There's always a weak point. These fences, you'll always go and you'll just find an easy way to get in. I don't know why they do it, but every time they leave a way to get in. So I'm going to see if I can get into this house now and give it a bit of an explore. But here we go, there's old stone steps going up down here, old stone returning walls there. Yep, so we've got these old stone steps. I don't know if there's anyone waiting at the top. Don't have a clue. There it is. A nice old building. Set for demolition by the looks of the signs on the outside of it. Walk round. CCTV in operation. Happy days. Got no problem being on camera. The house was a lot more secure than the fence. I couldn't get in. I've not got any tools with me to prise anything off. So unfortunately, I'll have to leave that one. See, the Bradshaw Brook's just there, and there's more signs of the industry. All metal pipe, and then you can see where it ran through there and carried on, but it obviously came up in something here. Maybe there was a manhole cover there or something. And you can see the stones there. I see bits of concrete floor and that. So there was obviously something quite big here at once upon a time. As to what that is, I don't know. So as I carry on walking down the banks, you can see more signs of the industry that was once here. Big retaining walls, big old stone ones, so they will have some age to them. They're not brick, so they should have some age to them, I imagine. There's other bits of structure there that's dropping into the water. There's a clay pipe there, if you can see it. I'll zoom in. No. Looks like it's been exposed when the banking's collapsed. It was buried, but it's not now. As you can see, that retaining wall carries on all the way down. Must have been some work building all that. This looks like one of the old mills or warehouses, or whatever it would have been. It looks like one of the old buildings that was here. The first of them I've seen. It looks like there's a couple of them there. I don't know if they're still in use or not. I'm on the wrong side of the river. There was a bridge just back there. So I'm going to go over and see, because if they're empty, I'll see if I can get in them and have a look. It's got a timber yard sign on this one, so I think it probably is still in use. Yeah, I mean definitely there's metal fence with razor wire all down it. There seems to be a big gate there with razor wire on. Yeah, it looks like they're still in use, so I don't think we'll be able to go and explore the inside of them, but this is what they look like anyway. Definitely like they've got some age. So just on the other side of that is back onto the river. We'll carry on down here and see if you can see the front of it. See what it looks like. There's the other one I was talking about next to it. But it looks like that's in use too, because it's had an extension built onto it. But there you go. Still quite original looking at the front. I'm back on the opposite side, away from them two buildings now. See the water's flowing down there. Right. Well, that's been made, hasn't it? This has been made as a bit of a weir. I think that's what they're called, a weir. I think that's what they're called. And you can see, see where the concrete's been poured for it. I'm a bit out of breath after that. I just had to climb up here. I don't know if you can see how steep it actually is. That was a climb and a half. You see the river's right back down there. There's no easy way to get up there, but there was no way across the bank, so I've had to come up. I'll follow it around from the top for a while until I can get back down to it. See if we can follow this round and get under the bridge. It looks like there's a banking back down here. Oh, there is. Yeah, we can go straight under it. Happy days. Made a channel for the water to come down. I think that'll probably be another pipe. I think I can probably get across there, so I'm going to do that and we're going to have a look at it. No, I take that back. That's easily deep enough and fast enough to knock me off my feet. Not that it's going to carry me very far, but I don't fancy getting wet, so that's a no-go. I'll see if I can film it from this side. Yeah, it looks like an overflow from something. You know, it's stepping it down and show the rubbish backed up. But there's a gate blocking it off, so I wouldn't have been able to get inside there anyway. Okay, so we'll carry on anyway. That's away, that's away. And it seems to use chemical containers there to make into plant pots. But they've turned into a sort of terrace garden. That bridge there, that's Berry Road at the top of it. So we're not far from where the mouth of this river is now, where it flows into the River Tongue, which is at Leaving Park, which is just at the other side of Berry Road. Have to go right through Leaving Park first. That's the best I can do for getting you a view of the bridge from the other side. There's that archway there, if you can see it. There are two of them, there's one next to it as well. Can't really see how impressive they are from here, but they are quite impressive. There's no way getting to the other side from here, so we'll just have to deal with that for the footage. That was a bit sketchy. I had to sort of jump from tree to tree there. This big massive drop below me and all that banks just made up of shite that people's chucked over the back fences, so there's no structural, it's not structurally sound at all. You stand on it, it just all slides down. That was dodgy, but happy days. I'm on terra firma once again. There's the river. Let's keep on keeping on. So I'm in Leaving Park now, where the final stages of this Bradshaw Brook flows. Not so far down there where I'm going to go soon. It flows into the River Tongue, and that's the end of this. Yeah, you can still see the industry here. Still see evidence of the industry. You carry on around that and follow it to Journey's End. There you go, there's some old machinery. I'm still in the same spot by that bridge. Oh, there's an old bit of machinery on the wall. I think there's something else over here, yeah. There's some bits of metal and whatnot. More evidence of the industry that was once there. Another little channel to control the flow of water. A weir, I think they call it. Don't quote me on that. And this is it. That pebble bank there. That's the mouth of the Bradshaw Brook. And what's in front of that, flowing there, that way and that way, is the River Tongue. I'm going to walk through the water here and get to it. Screw it, my feet are already wet. But yeah, here's our final destination, the River Tongue. You see that that's upstream of it, and that's downstream. And back up that way is the Bradford Brook. Bradford, not Bradford, it's Bradshaw. Bradshaw Brook. You know, took me to the end and I'm still getting it wrong. I don't know why. I mean, I live in Bolton. But there you go, that's the Bradshaw Brook. Yeah, so that's it. End of our journey. We found a few bits of history. Nothing overly excited, but I did find a house that I'm going to go back and explore tomorrow. I just spoke to a friend of mine. So we're going to go and explore that tomorrow. Take some tools with us to prize the way in. Yeah, I'm just going to send my drone up now, get a few shots for the closing scene, and then it's home for shower, joint and food in no particular order. Any order will do me. Well, once again, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you do, remember to hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, beyond that, thanks for tuning in, and I will speak to you soon. Have a good one.